What's going on, y'all? It's your boy 1080G. This is the Unfocused and Focused Podcast. We are back once again. Got the boy Tastro in the building.
What up? Man, I'm voiced out gone, man, but I'm here. I'm here, man. Shit. Drinking this tea to keep myself up to par. I'm here.
Word. I had some issues with the mic just now, but we're going to keep on rolling with it. But you say you up to par right now? You good?
I mean, I'm better off than what I was on Monday.
Okay, you sound pretty good. You said in the group chat that you had the raspy voice. We was talking about you sounding like Jadakiss, but bruh, I'm not really getting Jadakiss.
Man, listen, my shit was fucked up, man. Like
you don't have a
throat and everything.
It ain't no COVID or nothing.
Nah. I actually got a test and that was negative.
Okay, all right, just making sure. We got some people here. We got a star-studded crowd right now. But yeah, we got Bars in the building. You already know.
Bars, what up?
Hello there, what's up?
You brought a crew with you tonight. Who you got with you tonight?
My motherfucker, Clay.
Okay.
Hey.
I got my boys with me.
Yeah,
my babies that I always be talking about when I come in here.
Bar.
We not babies. Okay, my grown men. They not babies.
Yeah,
they
Bars.
My kids.
Bars brought the
super
crew.
Intelligent young men as well. They show me some of their work. They getting busy early. They getting busy early.
We are truly blessed to have them in the building.
Yeah.
We got the whole Bars family, the whole unit. You know, they on the cameras making sure we good. So we
the
in
Bars
good.
legacy.
Right, we in good hands right now. So can you introduce your sons real quick?
Yeah.
Or y'all can introduce yourselves.
How to introduce yourselves? Go ahead. You gotta speak up loud and clear. Let's go with.
Yeah, you could just say what up, in the background real quick.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Kenneth. Or you can just call me Kenny.
Okay, Kenny.
Yeah, what's up?
What up?
Appreciate you coming through, man. That's Kenny is super dope on the camera and the edits, and
he showed me some edit work.
Yeah, Kenny does
amazing.
animation.
I don't know how he does it.
That shit was dope.
He's doing stuff that I can't even do, and I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I got super extra equipment, and he just on his phone putting together magic.
Okay, yeah, Kenneth. For the people, can you tell them how old you are, what you do, and what software you use?
I am 13. I like to animate, and I use a software called Stick Notes.
Okay.
How long does it take you to do an average animation? Like, how long is an average animation?
He been saying some crazy hours every time I asked him.
I don't really go for average.
Huh?
I go for average.
Yeah. Okay, so how long? I'm sorry, my bad. I forgot. Exceptional. We ain't doing average. We're doing exceptional stuff.
Nah,
how long is your average? Like, how long is your video usually?
It takes. Oh, you mean how long?
Yeah, how long are your
I do short stuff, so it's like 10 seconds long.
Now, how long does it take to make that 10-second video?
2 days.
So how many hours you put in?
38 to 58.
That's crazy.
Amazing.
For a 10-second video.
Wow.
Work ethic is out of control.
For real.
Okay. Yep. So what about my guy over here?
What's good? My name is KJ. I do editing. And the software I use is CapCut.
What else you use?
A light motion.
What other software?
Yeah, it seems to be just a spiral of those two. A light motion and CapCut.
Okay. What? How long are your videos usually?
My videos are usually 20 to 30 seconds long.
And how long does it take you to make that?
About 1 to 2 hours.
That's
amazing.
Some amazing work ethic. I didn't have that work ethic when I was that young, and
Nah.
man, they way ahead of the game.
Yeah, mommy was working on something else. Mommy was working on something else, so I'm really, really happy that they are, these boys are big. I know they 13 and 15, but they are some man-sized kids, and I'm very happy that they choose a path. Don't try them, don't run up on them, but they focus.
Yeah, because they some big kids.
Yeah,
I know KJ. If KJ put anybody in the headlock,
Man, listen.
they out of there.
Like age don't have nothing to do with it. You get a young nigga can rock you at any given time. Like so I don't know why people like to get that age thing confused. Just because somebody's younger than you, they don't mean you got an advantage over them. For real. So
yeah, they'll kill you with the editing and put you in the headlock.
For real.
It's like
you know what I'm saying?
however you want to do it. But yeah, we also got a special guest in the building. I'm gonna let Tastro introduce him. He got the art right here in front of him.
Yeah. So, man, first and foremost, I have known this brother since high school, and ever since high school, he has been super creative in regards to his style, the way his artwork, fashion, all that shit. As a matter of fact, gave me a few pieces of his work.
Okay, that's dope.
Those are yours? Like they belong to you?
Land of the
Yo, don't
free.
do that. Don't do that. What do you mean? Do they belong to me?
That's what I said.
Yo,
That's
would
dope.
you like one?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you hear
Yeah, this is dope.
Focus, then you get a gift from the guest, and you
I
know,
mean, yo, like
we all here at
Wait,
I mean,
hold on.
first and
We
foremost,
gonna get to that.
Introducing
We introducing the guests. Let's get, because I'm amazed by this art right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish because I got questions about this piece.
Yo, yeah. She was jumping the gun over
Bars.
here. Boy, like, yo, why you got the artwork?
Bars got her crew in here, so she's amped up.
Yeah.
I started talking about how they could put us in the headlock. She start just jumping.
Yo, so why we don't got whose artwork is that?
She's about to take. I think she was about to just.
Clearly.
I'm just thirsty.
I got you, yo.
Nice pieces.
I got you. Yeah, so I've been knowing this brother, like I said, since high school, and he's had some phenomenal work, and he has been recognized by some world-renowned people as well. And so I had to bring this brother on, man, because he's been quietly like paving his own path for such a long time, and he's been real humble and modest about it. But it's like, yo, motherfuckers got to know what you got going on, man. Got to recognize you and give you your flowers in regards to the work that you got going on, man. So I had to bring my brother up here, Jerell Gantt.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, Jerell. So I love this piece right here. How long have you been doing art?
I've been an artist as long as I can walk and talk.
Wow.
So says my parents. I don't know if I believe that, but yeah, very, very long.
So at 2 years old, you was coloring and,
That's what the legend is, according to my mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think moms would lie like that, would she?
You don't know my mama. She embellishes a little bit, but
she
exaggerated. Her heart's in the right place. But yes, art has been a mainstay in my life as long as I can remember.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Wait, so how do y'all know each other?
Went to high school.
Went to high school back in Greenville.
Yeah, Carolina. Okay. Hell yeah.
So you from Greenville?
Okay, so I was born in D.C. Then I moved to Greenville when I was about 8. Lived there, graduated there. Haven't been back since.
Okay.
Except for once.
Why not?
Beautiful town. Just wasn't for me. Then I went to Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, dope.
Which led me here. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've met some students from SCAD, and they're some of the nastiest creatives that I've seen, all across the board, from art to fashion and video and photography.
Yeah, it really is a blessing to, come in the paths with all these types of creative spirits that you didn't really get a chance to, and all of you guys are learning at the same pace. So yeah, it's a really cool experience.
Nice. So what's the name of this piece right here?
So that piece is a piece that I had in my show earlier this year. It's called Backlash.
Mm.
Yeah.
You show it to the camera so they can see it on the camera.
Yeah, I showed it a few times.
Oh, word, okay.
Yeah. This is dope. So how long is like? How do you? Yeah, the sound keep getting crazy. So, how long does it take? We was talking about, the young boys with the editing. How long it takes to create something? How long does it take?
Got you.
To create something like this.
You know what? I am actually a really fast creator, so that something like that would probably take me about a day or two, and that's really given me myself a long time. Most of it is in my head, and before I can actually get it out on canvas, it stays in my head for a couple days, couple weeks. But physically, normally things only take me a little over a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what do you use to create this? Is this?
So that is acrylic on stretch canvas. It's 3-dimensional. And as you can see, it tells the story of Black America and Black families, how we have to keep ourselves together through the struggle of Black history. On the back, it says land of the free,
yeah.
Which is kind of an oxymoron. It's a little bit ironic because, we don't necessarily have a free life living in the Black experience in Black America. So the father is hugging the son. I have clippings of Black Lives Matter movement pieces in the background and washed over with the tattered, torn American flag.
Man, and you did this in a day?
Yeah, I did it in a day.
So I would let us see. I would love to see how the original looks, because you kind of like digitized it or something. How does this work?
Not necessarily, actually.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah,
this is the
it's
original?
Close. Yeah, it's pretty close to the original.
Okay, because
yeah.
I mean it looks so real.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
It looks so real, like the detail in the land of the free.
Oh yeah.
That it kind of make my back feel uncomfortable, because I mean that
shit look painful, right?
Yeah, well, that's the purpose of art. It's supposed to, make you feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When did you make that piece?
That piece was actually for my very first showcase earlier this year. I had it on my birthday in July, so I made a bunch of pieces for that particular show.
Yeah, this is crazy. I'm not an artist, but I do creative stuff, mostly digital on the computer, like Photoshop and stuff like that. But the shading that you had to use just to make it even look real like that this is amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I drew for a very short period of time. I think, what was that? I think it was junior high school. Okay. Because my father, he used to draw, and he drew like a few dope pictures at the house I grew up in, and
gotcha.
I don't know, I guess it instilled something in me, because I would see that and I would associate it with my father, so I got into it for a little bit. Okay. And I felt like I was alright. Actually,
so why'd you stop?
I guess it just transferred into something else. It transferred into something else, but I remember drawing a picture, and it actually was used on the like the program, like the graduation program. It was on the cover. Okay. And I was big as a kid. I'm like, yo, my joint's on the cover. Yeah, but I just fell out of it, and I don't know. I was real active in the community, so more so like sports, like playing basketball, football. Like, it's a little different now. The kids, they're on the computers. At that point, I wasn't trying to be inside drawing a picture. I was outside. But eventually, I guess I still, I still ended up getting into art, but just in a digital way, and with computers and cameras. Okay. So I appreciate art.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could never do nothing like this, though.
That's something I appreciate it. That's just kind of a part of what I stand for, because I think growing up, maybe our generation didn't get to see Black artists. You never really knew an artist in your community. You might knew somebody that could draw or maybe could paint, but no one that actually earned a living as an artist. So I'm very glad that I can, be that for the upcoming generation that can actually see not only can you do that, but you can make a good living off of it too.
It's dope shit.
People always want to talk about the struggling artists. how do you become the successful artist?
Oh man, well I struggled at one point, so that term isn't really that far off from me, but definitely doing your research, doing marketing, looking at, even if you don't necessarily go to school for art, which I don't necessarily recommend for everybody, just making sure you inhabit all the tools that you can just from actually running a business, because art is probably about 30% of your talent. The other 70% is going to come from how you market your artwork, who you sell it to, where you sell it to, just trying to make it look that much amazing, making people want to buy your work. So once you kind of find that knowledge and realize that art is actually a business as well, then you'll actually grow and become less of a starving artist.
Yo, so you were saying that you did your first showcase earlier this year, July?
Yeah, it was in July. Yeah, I waited a long time.
Word, how was that?
It was really dope. It's really cool, just getting everybody to see the innermost feelings of mine, because I've never really showcased all of my pieces out in front of the mass public like that before. People have known me from social media or things like that off the internet. But for people to actually get a chance to feel and see and touch and ask me questions about it, it was a really, really, really dope experience.
That's what's up, man. My phone, go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead.
Now, I was gonna ask, are you having any more coming up year? Or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a few more, maybe the next coming year. It was really nice for that experience, but this time I think I want to dig a little bit deeper into a theme. And have all of my pieces kind of make sense and tell a little bit more of my story.
Nice.
Yeah, I was curious. I'm just really interested. Like, I got to go through the rest of the art. I was blown away just by the first piece.
First piece, right?
I just know the rest of them are nasty.
Oh yeah, this shit's crazy.
Yeah. What was so yeah, this is crazy.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So
Martin Luther.
You talked about struggling at one point. What was the first piece, or what was that timeline like? You say you were struggling, and then what happened? What was that first piece that you sold that got the momentum going?
Gotcha. You know what? Well, my story is kind of weird. I always knew that I wanted to be an artist. I went to school for arts, but at some point I realized that it just wasn't gonna work out the path that I wanted to. So I had to take regular jobs. I was a manager at stores. It was just a long story, and I ended up getting fired. I mean, like,
you was the manager and got fired. Who fired you? You the manager,
fired, man.
All right, so look here. If I tell this story, okay, so it wasn't my fault. That's what we're gonna start off with.
Oh, the niggas always start with that, boy. Niggas always swear it ain't they fault, boy.
I got fired 3 times from 3 jobs in a row because I didn't listen to God. God was telling me the whole time, you need to be an artist. You need to branch yourself off and do, commit yourself to the talent. And I was like, yeah, God, but who gonna pay this rent? Like, what's going on?
3 times, what?
And you know what? All of my 3 firings, they didn't have anything. I wasn't stealing or anything like that. It was just technical things. And I was like, okay, well,
he was drawing on stuff. He was vandalizing.
Who mentioned vandalism? I didn't say no. But yeah, it's crazy that it was. I would bring my work to my locations and do it. But I think with all of my jobs, it was just really divine timing, like telling me, okay, this is your last time. You really need to go ahead and do what I asked you to do. And so I made a pact with God, the audacity of me making a pact with God. I was like, all right, God, if you let me pay my rent for 1 month with this artwork, I'm not going back on Indeed. I won't fill out an application. I was selling before the week was over.
Wow.
And so I was like, okay, I heard you this time. So
you made a pact with God. You actually spoke to God.
Yeah, we had a little conversation. I mean, the nerve of me having a conversation, like thinking I'm, toe to toe. But
I mean, that's how it is.
That's how it is, But I come from a family who's like, we got to keep a roof over your head too. You got to keep food in your belly. You need a job. So it took me about 6 years to get where I'm at. But it's been a really, really long ride, and I appreciate every toss and turn that's come with it.
Nah, that's dope, man. I'm looking at these pieces, and Amazing work.
Thank you. Thank you
White Tears.
That's my favorite.
That's a favorite for a lot of people.
That was
So-
my favorite.
Yeah.
That's the one you should take.
That was my favorite.
Okay.
Wait, so these are for who? Who's are these?
Let's see.
No,
You know.
Or you selling them?
That's
What?
that's up to the brother next to you. You know.
Yo, that's
Oh, this was a gift.
so
This was a gift.
therefore I am sharing.
Okay. He's gonna share the well.
No, for real. Everybody
I
needs
was
to.
just teasing that.
Yeah, she's
Whoa.
always messing with me, but you should really take that one though, for real.
I had a question about that one.
Yes.
The inspiration behind that.
You know what? It was really cool. I was actually listening to, I can't remember this young lady name, a beautiful black woman. She was speaking on microaggressions in the workplace. And if you've ever held like any type of corporate job or worked with anybody or really just worked with people outside people of color, it's microaggressions that they do to you where they'll ask you, you know, about your hair and ask you about the music that you listen to. And once you've had enough because it builds up on you, it's like they don't really understand our culture. Once you had your breaking point and say, oh, okay, Melissa, look here. I've had enough. I don't know they start crying. And that's kind of what White Tears symbolizes, that, I can't value my experience. I can't devalue that by, catering to you and coddling to you. And I think that's the black experience throughout the years. We've had to coddle, other races.
Facts.
And boo-hoo-hoo and wipe their tears and all of that when we have our own.
Yeah.
So, just white tears, sometimes you just got to put them in a little cup, drink them, because you really don't give a fuck. So,
That's tough. That's tough.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, bars.
That,
That's yours.
I work in, thank you, Tad. I work in food service, and that's exactly.
So
I felt that.
Yeah,
Like, I was looking like, we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, and it's such a conversation that we're just now beginning to have as a people. But I've noticed even years when I would listen to my grandmother tell stories about how she would clean houses for white families.
Mm-hmm.
She would go through the same thing, and that was years and years. But now we're just feeling comfortable enough to open ourselves up and have that conversation about it.
That's true though. My grandma used to clean houses too. And she used to talk about that. Like it always seems like we were always like giving them pity. Like,
Yeah.
yo, they're in a better space than us as far as the economic stance is concerned. Why are we like, I never thought that was cool. So that does hit a certain way, especially when you break it down like that too.
Yeah, thank you.
So it seemed like you express a lot of your feelings through your art, your views and how you feel through your art. So is there a certain amount of like meditation or cleansing that comes with creating art?
With creating, I guess not necessarily for myself anymore because I've been doing it for so long. It's kind of, it's what I do. But I would definitely, anybody that wants to get into art, or even if you don't necessarily want to get into art, if you want to just cleanse your soul and just, zen out really quick, art is definitely the way to do it. You don't really have anything on your mind once you're creating. You don't have to create for a specific purpose, but you're just doing it just to do it, and it definitely will cleanse your spirit and really get your hair clear.
Nice. Have you ever been in a bad space and you just said, man, let me just get on this canvas and go to work? Is that a thing for you?
Yeah. I take a lot of my inner feelings out on my painting, especially in my earlier works. I was mad. I was mad, and a lot of it had to do with the racism that was going on. Trayvon Martin, who I think was about that time. So I was really in my feelings, and that was a way for me to express my anger for it, my outrage. But at a certain point, I had to kind of pivot from that because I couldn't let that take over my whole spirit. I didn't want that to be what I was known for, the angry black artist. So, I had to pivot that a little bit, and by me pivoting that, it kind of gave me a broader range in what I could create.
Gotcha.
Have you ever had a blockage? And how do you deal with that? I feel like that's one of our most frustrating parts of being creative.
Yeah.
Brain freeze.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I have the opposite problem.
Ooh.
My brain does not turn off nonstop. Even when I sleep, I'm like, another idea. Oh Lord, let me sketch this down. But I actually had a young lady ask me that on social media the other day, and I've had people that had, just blockage issues. It comes, you get really stagnant. But my best suggestion is just do something unrelated to art. Watch Real Housewives. Just watch bad TV, watch a bad movie, go for a walk. People watch. I love people watching. Just watching people, especially here in Atlanta. Lord,
I ain't never heard nothing like that. So you're suggesting to watch a bad movie or watch the Bad Girls Club. That's the last thing I would ever think to watch.
But it's something that's totally unrelated to what you're doing.
Yeah.
You need to completely take your mind
Makes
off
sense.
of it. So if I'm looking at Nene Leakes make a fool of herself, no shade to Nene. But, if I'm looking at her going on a tangent, I'm not thinking about what I could create. So when I turn that off, then I can turn the creativity back on.
Meaning like,
How I get in this? I wasn't doing that.
Yo, so like as far as when you're creating, like, are you like when you're people watching, are you automatically inspired and you start just like creating something immediately just from watching somebody do something dumb as fuck, or
it depends on what I'm watching. Actually, music probably inspires me the most.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my pieces are musicians and musical artists, so that probably inspires me the most, paying homage to the people that came before us. But definitely, I get inspired by the oddest things, so you never really know. That's why I say, just take yourself out of that zone.
And speaking of artists and people that you're inspired by, you gotta name some of the people that have really been rocking with your work out there, man.
Oh man, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, India Arie, Eva Marcel, Viola Davis.
Wow.
Whoopi Goldberg sent me the most sincere, nicest message the other day, and I was like, sweet baby Jesus, Whoopi Goldberg knows who I am.
That's crazy.
That's a big deal, bro.
Unbelievable. But yeah, I'm just blessed that, all of these people that influenced my style throughout the years, I could go right here and give you a whole Color Purple monologue. All of these people that we grew up on and that helped shaped our culture now can actually visually see my artwork and say they appreciate it. And that's just, a testament to God's glory.
That's some amazing shit, man. Man, honestly, yo, I knew back from high school you was gonna do something crazy with the art shit, yo, because you was doing shit that wasn't nobody doing at the time, anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like you were creating your own, you were making your own fucking outfits and shit back then.
Well, we came from a really small town. Now we were blessed to be there because it was really, really, an honest town, a really heartfelt town, but I just knew my creative spirit was a little bit bigger than, what that town had to offer.
Right.
But from day one, I just knew that I was something else. So kind of had to, mark my own path.
And that's exactly what you did. So how long have you been down here in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for about 12 years now. It was my dream to come to Atlanta ever since I was about 10 years old.
Word.
Like, freak Nick, so deaf. Well, I am there.
Damn.
I am gonna be here. So and freak nigga so deaf. And wait TLC here. Okay. I know I'm gonna be here. So it took me a little while, but I got here.
Man, they talk about how many people moved to Atlanta now. I can't imagine during that time.
Yeah.
I came because the entertainment scene it was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope to me, and the amount of opportunities I seen people getting, like my personal friends, and but I can't imagine having that plus Freaknik, and so deaf, and
that'd have been crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if the name of the brand might be something totally different. It may not be Thank God I'm Focused. It may be
I'm
like
not focused.
Yeah, I might have like a strip club line. Selling thongs or something. I might have went a whole different direction.
Gotta shoot an alternate universe, some kind of video with that. We gotta shoot it.
I can imagine, but you stayed locked in, and you built this this art empire, it sounds like.
I'm blessed. Yeah, a lot of people I've heard move to Atlanta, and kind of it's very easy to lose your focus once you get here because, like you said, it's so much here. It is a lot, and it's very easy for you not to stay on the pathway. But you have to be careful about who you hang around, be careful about what influences you, and you know, if it's something that's true to you, you'll stay with it. But I have heard of a lot of casualties.
Yeah, that's a fact. You can easily get swallowed up into the whirlwind of bullshit down here if you're not careful. For real.
Definitely.
So
gotta stay focused out this bitch.
So what's the next move? Like how are you elevating? Because you know Whoopi Goldberg now. A lot of people get stagnant and get like, I'm straight. I done made it. You know. So are you gonna keep going? Or you gonna go from Whoopi Goldberg to maybe you chilling at the White House? You know, you hanging with Biden calling you on personal line.
Okay, unless they do something about them student loans. I don't know if I'm gonna be talking, but you know, my mom won't be satisfied until I work with Tyler Perry. She just thinks that I could just roll up on the lot. I don't know why.
Just say in the intercom, I know Whoopi Goldberg.
You know what? Whenever I tell my mom, hey, Mom, I did something. Okay, so when are you going over their house? And I'm like, I just can't roll up at Whoopi Goldberg's house. But in her mind, that's what she thinks it is. But as far as my future, just nonstop. I do have some things coming up next year. I hate when people say I can't speak on them, but I'm really to the point where I can't speak on them. Now I understand. I signed that NDA, and I'm like, oh, I really can't. But there are big things on the horizon.
That's what's up.
I'll have my artwork placed in some television and film projects. It's very notable, so you guys can look out for those and just spreading my creativity.
Okay, so how can they look out for that? So
Imitation by Jerell. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the books, all the talks. Just IMITATIONJERELL.
Nice. So I just want to make sure, is there anything you want to tell the people? Is there anything, Tastro, you want to put out there? Because your voice, you may not want to talk that much, period, you know, but I just want. Wait, I got the headphones on. Where'd that come from? Who said it? Oh, my bad. KJ, what's up?
I feel like this podcast goes to show that you can invest in anything as long as you put the work and focus into it.
Oh, word.
Nice.
Word up.
Yeah. All across the board. Everybody that's here, you know, that's a story for everybody that's here.
Real spill. And yeah, well, so as far as, because my throat is jacked up, but yeah, man, I think it's dope that you have definitely gotten to this level, Jerell. I'm super proud of you, yo. Like, everything that you're doing, man, I'm not surprised whatsoever because you've been doing different shit from the beginning, and you just simply persevere. You know what I mean? You're a testimony of perseverance, and so you're inspiring a whole generation in regards to art, bruh.
I appreciate it.
That's to be noted. You know what I mean? That's why we had to have you on this podcast, because I felt as if, like, yo, this man is over here really tearing shit up in Atlanta on this art shit, and nobody not talking about this. Like, I need to talk about it. We need to talk about this, man. You know what I mean? So you inspiring people, man. The people that's going to see this, that's into the art world, that may have had reservations in regards to pushing forward and really trying to make a living off of art. Seeing this, they'll be like, yo, I could really do this shit. It's really feasible. Somebody's actually doing it out here. You're a living testimony, man. That's some inspiring shit, man. We really appreciate you for coming and rocking with us.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you guys. Love everything you're doing here, and I just thank you guys for having someone on that, you know, tries to emulate Black culture, because that's all I do. I'm just a mirror for Black culture and Black experience. So I appreciate you guys for having me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I'm sorry, I need to say this. The first picture that George kept flipping towards the
So this one?
yes, it's so emotional.
Oh, thank you.
Even thinking, like, it makes you think about when you holding. Like, I look at my kids now, and I can't even imagine them being that small.
Right.
But I remember.
Right.
And
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
that's what it's supposed to impact. Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah. You know, you as a parent, I'm sure you know, you can't fathom that. So
great art.
Thank you.
I always like the
I'm
saying.
sorry, bro.
Always
Take this,
resounds
but
in
you
my
can
head.
have.
That great
They
art
all
is
dope.
emotional.
yes, thank you.
Any
Bars
visual
is-
is supposed to be emotional.
That's right.
That right there, like I couldn't even hang it.
Oh, wow.
Because I love it, I wouldn't be able to hang it.
I appreciate it. You know, that means just as much to me as if you were to hang it. But you know, as long as it speaks to you, as long as it tells you a story, that's all. It's doing its job. Thank you.
So before we go out, Tastro, he normally does the outro, but we got a lot more people in the building. I feel like somebody else can possibly take us out with some positive energy.
Please do.
You know, because Tastro, he need the help. You know, it's perfect timing.
Yes.
It's divine timing, as they say, that we got these extra voices that help out with the outro.
I think the artist should give us a dope outro.
Okay.
Well,
all right. Let's do it then.
Well, I guess I'm just speaking to all the people out there. I want you guys to stay positive. Like the young man said, walk in your path. I think that was kind of the message for tonight. I appreciate y'all for having me. I try to walk in my path as much as possible. I know it can get really, really cloudy with all the distractions that we have living in 2022, but you really do have to, like this podcast says, stay focused. Really stay focused and be on your
Yes, sir.
That was perfect right there, yo.
Perfection.
Thank you.
All right,
And
well,
one time for the one time. Stay alert.
Stay alive.
Stay alive.
dang, could barely get it out.
Yo, listen.
He said, "Stay alert, stay alive, stay alive."
Yo, stay alert, stay alive. You know, my voice just like, yo, I'm surprised that my shit lasted this long, like as far as us talking right now. But yo, love y'all dearly. Remember, stay alert, stay alive. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. It's just gonna get better and better.